So we are, LA Teen Festival is starting the debate about Lady Gaga, and
she's our cover story.
she is our cover story for this month, coming out on August 29th online at lateenfestival.com. And we have a few people here who are going to debate about the issue. So Lady Gaga, what do you think about what she's doing now and where is she going? We have Pedro, we have Alicia, and Adam.
So my feelings about her is that she has gotten inspiration from other singers like Madonna and David Bowie and many other musicians, but also she is creating her own personality.
Well,
she is an artist in her own right. That's my feeling about her.
I think she is an artist. I don't know. I mean, it could be her label. It could be like, you know, her. It could be her people, her team around her that's like pushed her too far, in my personal opinion. But it's like they say, flattering is the best form of praise. But it's just a little too far now. It's like.
That she's overdoing it, that she's going overboard.
I mean, it's clouding what I think it could have been, this really great new talent and this new level for other young artists to aspire to, or even for a generation like ourselves to maybe have our own Madonna or our own.
This is the deal with Lady Gaga. Here's the deal.
Okay.
Because I'm
He's
on board
gonna
with
set
it.
us straight.
This is the thing. Because we were talking about this like a minute ago. She's
Yeah.
amazingly talented. Like
Yeah.
she's an incredible musician, and some of her songs are crap and add nothing to society, but they sound really good. So it's like there's value in
But
that.
other of her songs
But
have
other of her
really
songs
great
have these
poetry.
moments of, like-
it's true.
And there's like moments of genius in them, but
Yeah.
then it's like, wait a minute, is that her producer? Or she collaborates
Yeah.
with Red One, and it's like, is that you don't really know
Exactly,
what's what.
exactly.
And then she wears all these clothes and she says so much random stuff on stage that some of it comes off as genius. But if you do it so, she throws so much nonsense at the world that some of it's bound to stick.
But I
But
think people need that nonsense right now, because when you tune into the news, you see a lot of chaos. And people want to forget about it. They just want to have fun. And she knows that. She's aware of that.
See,
That's why
that's
she
what
gives
gets
so
me.
many-
That's that Andy Warhol effect of like, we don't want to care about war. We don't want to care about what's going on in the world. We just want to look at pretty things. It's like, well, that's great to look at pretty things for 10 minutes, but 10 minutes later, you might still get blown up by a bomb.
Yeah,
Like,
And she doesn't have to talk about, like, I don't care. Frankly, I don't care what she thinks about
Sorry,
the war,
that's-
really. I mean, like, she doesn't have to talk about the war. But it's like, I said this the other day when we were talking with Pam, like, she just does so much stuff that it loses its value. She's
Yeah.
flooding the market with, like, Kermit the Frog costumes and no
It's
pants.
But she's
Sense.
making so much money and she's building all this fame, which is helping her to build her stardom. And she's a pop star right now. I mean, she deserves the respect of everybody.
Yeah, she can
I don't
she
know
can,
what
she,
her
she can do
making
that.
money for herself garners respect from me, though. Like,
But I'm cool with her
I mean,
doing ridiculous things. Like, Madonna, can, she can do ridiculous things. But it's like, at some point, you just gotta show up in jeans and a t-shirt and be like a human.
yeah.
And then it's
yeah.
like, oh, you're grounded again? Let's connect this back to something real. I mean, she just does so much random stuff that I don't know what's real and what's not, and
Well,
there's
what
just no
was-
point. Who
What
cares
was
at some
really
point?
interesting was I was reading something online the other day, and these couple models who have a blog, they posted this really cool old black and white video of it was like a 1932 film and this cabaret act had just come off stage, and she was in this headdress, and it was like blah, 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 and she had like a leotard on and these fishnet stockings, and the tagline of the video was, they did it way before Lady Gaga did it, and then the video below it was Lady Gaga in almost an identical outfit, and it was just like,
But it's like the new generation need to know about history, and Lady Gaga puts all these symbols and all these inspirations from the past that make the new generations to know about the past. Same Madonna did with Marlene Dietrich, and I think that's what
Well,
Lady Gaga is bringing.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
bringing
But
those
where
concepts
does
into the
she
present.
but where does she teach about the past? She might be
In art.
representing it, but she never puts anything in there that makes us more knowledgeable about her intent.
But you kind of have to have your own interpretation, because all the
But
symbolism
she
that
doesn't
she
lead
uses.
us to that. So how are we supposed to
Do
know?
you think the
Off-camera jumping.
antics? Do you think the antics have become the act, as opposed to the talent?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 100%.
That's to me where the problem
Well,
is.
Yeah.
we just watched the video of her with semi-precious weapons at, was it Lollapalooza?
Yeah.
And it's like, first of all, I don't even know, like, I don't know how much, I don't know how long their performance was together or like what they did, but like she mostly just like jumped off stage and jumped back on stage, and like someone was saying they went to the concert, I guess at the Staples Center, and she just like yells stuff out, and she sings, and she, I mean, she does her thing, but it's like a lot, I mean, this is the thing, she's like this amazing, brilliant, there's like pop artists who do their thing, and they're cool, like I don't expect more from Katy Perry than what she does, and she's great at it.
Mm-hmm.
And then people herald Lady Gaga as like the super genius, the next Madonna, whatever. But then she does these things, and you're just like, no, you're pretending to not be like a regular pop artist, but then you really just have a huge spectacle act where you bring out a literal
I don't,
fame
I
monster.
don't think that there is good and bad in it. I think that the young people see that and they relate themselves to her because she's real and she acts from the moment. She's not always like, oh, I gotta be perfect. I gotta know what I'm talking.
I don't
gotta
know
She's
what I'm
very
doing."
not real.
Yeah,
Let's,
and
let me,
I don't
let me
know
just go ahead
any
and
young.
say.
I don't know any young people, and I know a lot of young people. I work with young people. I don't know any young people that relate to her. I know young people who think she's cool and think she's crazy and think she's wild and think that's awesome.
Well, I think.
But I don't know any of them who think they can be like her, who think they can relate to her, and I don't know any of them who are inspired by her. And I'm not saying that she has any reason to need to influence these people. That's a
Yeah,
parent's
but I'm not,
job.
I'm not
but-
down on what you're saying though. Like,
Yeah.
It's like she does things that people wouldn't do, and that's what people like because they see themselves in her doing
Right.
all these things that shock people, and they're like, "Oh my God, she's so brave, she's so amazing. I wish I could do that," and they develop this admiration.
Right, but if
for
you
her.
do it so much, I mean, she did it
Right.
sometimes, and like at first I was like, whoa, she doesn't wear pants. That's kind of cool. I mean, I don't know what to do with that.
Right.
Like, I can't date that girl and bring her home to my mom. But
Like I can't go out and wear pants.
but I understand that if you do it some, it makes an effect. But if you do it so much, you saturate.
Exactly.
You saturate the world with what you're doing.